All right, so you click the video, you know we're in Kernersville today. We're gonna be doing a full tour of this suburb just outside of Winston-Salem. We're gonna take a look at businesses, downtown, we're gonna go to some parks, and of course, we're gonna take a look at some real estate. Hey, it's Jeff Valentino, your favorite North Carolina real estate agent, and I started making these videos a little over a year ago because I picked up my two sons and moved to North Carolina without knowing a lot about the area or knowing anyone that lived here. I wanted to make these so people that are doing the same can have a little bit more information. But what I really love doing is helping people buy and sell houses. If that's you, if you're thinking about buying or selling real estate in the area, please reach out to me. I get calls, emails, and texts from people all the time, and I love helping them out. You can call or text me at 336-837-5924, or you can email me at jeff@govalentino.com. So we're gonna look at all these things today in Kernersville, but if you stay till the end, we're gonna go over a couple of reasons why living here might not just be for you. There's some things about the area that aren't for everyone, so we're gonna cover those at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, Kernersville is a rapidly growing suburb outside of Winston-Salem with a population just under 25,000. It's got an overall rating on niche.com of an A- with above average schools, but do your own due diligence there because there's different schools in different districts that have better ratings than others, but also it's part of Forsyth County, so it does have school choice as well. Kernersville is kind of in that sweet spot in the Triad. It's just outside of Winston-Salem, but it also is right in between Winston-Salem and Greensboro. It also makes it really easy to get to High Point, and I actually almost moved here for that exact reason. It's rapidly growing, and we're gonna start out at the Paul J. Siner Botanical Gardens. We're starting out at the Paul J. Siner Botanical Gardens. This is a great site. It's almost 7 acres big. It has 15 separate garden areas with over 1,200 different species of plants. It's a great place just to kind of unwind, wander around. If you have crazy teenagers like me, a good place just to come, get some quiet, and gather your thoughts. Like I said, Kernersville has done a great job to keep that small town feel, and you can really tell that in the downtown area. As a matter of fact, it's one of my favorite downtown, probably is my favorite downtown of any of the suburbs around Winston-Salem, Greensboro, or High Point. They've done a great job. There's just a ton of different shops, places to eat, things to do. It makes for a great little walk. It's even called Main Street, for crying out loud. I mean, how could you not like that? Another great thing about downtown is they really do a great job at attracting and keeping small independent businesses down here. Like Cake and All Things Yummy, there's a lot of good places to eat, places to shop, consignment shops, places to grab a bite to eat, or even a quick drink. It's just a really great place to get out and explore. Now, Kernersville is also home to about a dozen different parks. We're at 4th of July Park today, which is a really good spot for watching fireworks. I bet you didn't guess that. But also there's the Redmond Sports Complex that has soccer, baseball, and softball fields. There's Old Kernersville Lake Park, which is kind of a hidden gem here. It's about a 5-acre stocked lake with a fishing pier that's great to just spend some time and do some catch and release fishing. And one park you have to see is Triad Park. At over 400 acres, it's huge. It features lots of green open space, walking trails, playgrounds, disc golf, and more. It's also got a variety of different shelters that are available to the public, which includes a great new amphitheater. This stone and wood structure can accommodate up to 3,000 people and host numerous musical and theatrical events every year. And the park is also home to the Carolina Field of Honor, which is a memorial park dedicated to past, present, and future veterans who serve in our armed forces. Kernersville is also really well positioned for growth in the future. As a matter of fact, the town recently just laid out a very strategic vision over the next 20 or 30 years on how it wants to do that. It has plans for both residential, light commercial, and industrial development throughout the area. Like most places in the Triad, there is a lot of healthcare jobs here in Kernersville as well. As a matter of fact, Cone Health just announced plans to build a multi-million-dollar surgery center here, and Novant Health just announced plans to do a $50 million expansion to one of its facilities. So the healthcare sector here is looking really strong in the future. And you probably already know that Kernersville is also home to really large FedEx and Amazon hubs. But what that has done, outside of those companies being there and bringing a lot of jobs, which they're also expanding by the way, but that's also provided a clear path for Kernersville to grow in the industrial and logistical space as well. As a matter of fact, the town just approved rezoning on a 155-acre industrial park that will hopefully house and attract all kinds of new businesses. Now, with all these exciting things going on in Kernersville, there are still maybe a couple reasons why it might not be a good fit for you, which I'm going to go over in just a minute. But first, let's take a look at some real estate. Come on. So when it comes to real estate, Kernersville is also very diverse in the types of real estate that it has. We have a little bit of everything here. There's everything from little $100,000 houses that are kind of out in the country, all the way up to luxury $1 million plus estates. This first stop here is in Sedgemont Village, and this is about kind of where the average price point is in Kernersville. So the average selling price right now is about $280,000. In this subdivision here, we have a little bit of the lower 200s all the way up to those mid 200s and then going up to about the $275,000 mark. So you're gonna have traditionally built homes. Most of these were built around 2015, and you're gonna see 3 and 4 bedroom homes with 2, 3 and 4 bathrooms. And most of these are gonna be 2-story houses, and let's have a look around. Now, Kernersville also has lots and lots of new construction, and one of my favorite new construction neighborhoods is Stillwood. This is home to a little bit bigger house. If you're still right at that average price point, maybe just above, so you're in the upper 200s to low 3s, you get some really nice homes here. These feature bigger lots, about 1/3 of an acre plus. You have nice sidewalk lined streets. You have some more custom construction and big 3 or 4 bedroom homes. These homes are going to range in size from about 2,100 all the way up to 2,700 square feet in the price range that I discussed. Again, you're in the upper 2s to the low 3s, maybe up to 320. You get a great house. So if we move up in price point again to about the $400,000 range and we want to see some new construction, we have a lot of choices. This one here where we're at is Weldon Village. Here in Weldon Village, we have, again, about that $400 to $425 price point. You have a lot more custom designs, higher end finishes. You're starting to see some neighborhood amenities in here. But if you take a look around at the houses, you'll see a lot more variation in construction styles, nice paved sidewalks. And while Weldon Village is really nice and a lot of people love it, there is, some people perceive as a downside. The lots here in particular are a little bit on the small side. You're gonna see that some with new construction homes, but there are other choices in new construction that have a little bit larger lots. But if you really want to see the larger lots, we're going to go see some existing construction at about the same price point and see what you get for your money there. Let's go. All right, so for existing construction in about that same price point, right? We're in the low $400,000 mark. You're going to see much more house for your money. Right now we're in Doe Run Subdivision, and here you have some really nice houses on really big lots. Most of them are half-acre plus. These are 4,000 square foot homes, 4 bedroom, 4 bath. Again, really large lots built in mostly in the 80s and 90s. So you see a lot of the variation on the construction here. Now, what we just did in Kernersville is we just saw a variety of different places and a couple different price points. But like I said, the real estate market here is, from $100,000 to $1 million and all different places in between. If there's something specific you did not want to see, reach out. I'm happy to help. All right, so we just saw a lot of different things about Kernersville, some really good things, a lot of exciting stuff going downtown, a lot of growth business-wise. We saw some real estate, but there are some reasons why Kernersville just might not be the spot for you. One of the biggest ones to me is the location of it. It kind of feels a little disconnected from other parts of the Triad. Geographically, the town is pretty large. you could have to drive a long way from one part to the other, or there's a stretch coming from 40, like coming from Winston out to Kernersville, where it can kind of just feel like you're sort of driving in the middle of nowhere. Now I know for some people that might not be a big deal. It might even be nice to clear your head on the drive home or something like that, but that is one thing why the town might not be for you. And the other thing to mention is the town is still kind of growing into itself. When I talk to people about Kernersville that have lived here for a long time, they say, you know, I can't recognize the town from what it was just a short time ago. There's a lot of money coming in, a lot of people coming in, just like other parts of the Triad, but I think what that's done to Kernersville is it's still kind of trying to find itself. The town is still growing into itself, like I said. It's like you might have a shopping mall that was built in like the 70s or 80s with some abandoned stores, and then just right down the street you have brand new, you know, shopping with new construction homes close by. So it can get kind of a disjointed feel in that, in some regard. Again, I think in a few years it will grow into itself a little bit more and be a great place, but for some people right now, that is just kind of off-putting to them. All right, so that's it. So that was our tour of Kernersville. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And if I can help you buy or sell real estate in Kernersville or anywhere else in the Triad, please reach out to me. You can call or text me at 336-837-5924, or you can email me at jeff@govalentino.com.